This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Jessica Luther from Alpena County Library. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Nancy.
As we were talking before we started taping, it's just unbelievable the programming that the library does. You folks are so busy all the time. There's always something new and exciting. You're always looking for new ways to bring in a programming. Just so much stuff going on. So you've hired a new staff person.
We do. We have a new staff person on board. She's going to be, she's working the desks and stuff, and we're hoping, you know, with more staff members, we can do some more teen and young adult programming and just kind of, you know, we touch so many different interest areas, and it's really important to keep providing all of that stuff free of charge to the public. So we're really excited, especially going into summer. We'll have the summer book club starting in June after school gets out, and that one, it's, you know, one of our most popular programs there, and I mean we've had over 600 kids participate last year.
It's amazing.
And it's this year the theme is Build a Better World, and it just seems so appropriate, and especially with a focus on STEM learning. That's a really important aspect of education, and combating the summer slide over the summer with
and
kids
that's so
going back to school.
That's so true. Kids can lose up to 1 grade level of reading if they don't read during the summer and stay active with things that stimulate them and challenge them.
Yes, so we're really gearing up. That a lot of hard work goes into all of our children's programming, and especially the summer book club. I mean, and with the STEM thing, we just received an announcement this week that the library was selected to participate in a new education initiative, and it's NASA at My Library. And we were selected to be one of 75 libraries in the country.
Amazing.
Out of 500 different applicants. And it's made possible through the National Center for Interactive Learning at the Space Science Institute. And it's in partnership with the American Library Association and the Pacific Science Center, NASA's Science Mission Directorate. And they're providing us with all of these amazing tools to implement really unique and innovative all-ages programming that focuses on science and literacy combined. And it's an 18-month program that
learning
we'll be
while
doing.
You're having fun.
Yes, it's learning while we have fun, and it's providing the tools, the training, all of the resources, and it's really exciting to be part of this national initiative that, you know, in our town in northern Michigan. I mean, 3 Michigan libraries were selected, and they were all in northern Michigan, so that really speaks to how hard everyone works up here.
And I want to say I'm not surprised, because the programming you do, the authors that you bring in, the things that you do there are things that large metropolitan areas wish they could do.
It is, and it's just so, it's really rewarding to see all the stuff that we can do. And so we're working on programming in conjunction with that, and over the summer there's going to be a lot of science programs coming.
Okay, good.
And it will be culminating in a eclipse extravaganza on August 21st. One of our staff members is really working hard and putting together some really, really cool projects for all ages. There's going to be a viewing party on the lawn of City Hall.
Ooh.
And in relation to that, she is asking for donations of shoe boxes.
Okay.
That can be dropped off at the library. They're going to be making pinhole eclipse viewers. We did get a donation of eclipse viewing sunglasses, but you know, a limited quantity, and we're hoping to get a lot of people to turn out for that.
So any size shoe boxes.
Any size shoe box. Bring your shoe boxes to the library.
Perfect.
So we have some upcoming programs. We have tomorrow, May 8th, we have Steve Leto coming, and Steve has been to Alpena quite a few times. He is a Michigan notable book author, and we just love having him here, and we're just so pleased to be able to bring these top-notch first-class authors to the library. And his book that he's just published is on Preston Tucker, and after World War II, he came back and was, I believe it was World War II, sorry,
it's okay.
That's a special collections thing. But he was working against the major car manufacturers, trying to build a different car and a better car for tomorrow. So Steve will be talking about his life and the struggle he had against the already established car manufacturers. And that is on May 8th, tomorrow, at 6:30 in the evening at the library. And autographed books will be available for purchase from Steve. So that's really exciting for us. And then we do have a couple closures coming up
Okay.
for the library. The same week, May 10th, we are having an all-day staff in service for professional development, and things like that are really important for our staff
yes.
because we all work so many different hours, and it's so very rare that we're all together in one room. So we're going to be learning how to do a lot of different things. We're going to be learning how to use the defibrillator and how to use a fire extinguisher, and we have the fire department coming and the police department coming. It's just going to be a jam-packed day for us, so it's not a fluff-off day.
Okay.
And then most exciting, our anniversary is this year, and June 10th we're having a gala event, and tickets will be going on sale this week. They will be able to be purchased through the library's website and then also at the circulation desk. They are $50. It is a gala event, so we will be having a nice strolling dinner with heavy hors d'oeuvres. There will be a wine pull raffle. We're going to have another Michigan notable book author will be featuring. She'll be speaking, and we are tentatively excited to announce that the state librarian will be joining our celebration, acknowledging our 50th anniversary. So it's going to be a very different and unique event, something we've never done before at the library.
Wonderful.
So we're really thrilled to be able to do it.
So if anyone wants more information, website's the best place,
Yes.
and your web address is?
It is www.alpinolibrary.org.
Okay, or 356-6188.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
Thanks,
here, Jessica,
Nancy.
and congratulations on the NASA event. That's just spectacular
Yeah,
that
we're
that's
really
being brought
excited.
to our community. Thank you. I look forward to talking to you next month.
I do too.
I'll be right back following these messages. Hi, welcome back. My last guests today are Dr. Tom Bracken, who is representing the Alpena Boosters Club, and Stan Nelson, who is representing the Kiwanis Club of Alpena. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good to have both of you here. And when I first heard on the radio and saw something in the newspaper about the Avenue of Flags, the Little Flanders Heroes Avenue of Flags, all the different names that it's been called, I thought, what a great idea. How come we didn't think of this sooner? So somebody start me out and tell me all about it.
Well, it's something actually that we've been trying for several years to do. We just couldn't get our members motivated enough.
Okay.
So we, the Boosters Club and the Kiwanis Club got together, and we thought the same thing. This is a great way of honoring the fallen folks, and also maybe making a signature project for the community by having the flags along the highway there. That it's something that folks new to the community could see, and I think that's kind of a neat thing.
And Dr. Bracken, you said it had been done in other places?
The Kiwanians invited me to a presentation by a gentleman that came up from Jackson, I believe, and
Okay.
they were doing it, and they were lining people's yards with flags. And it just sounded like a great idea for flags on the holidays. And then when we finally formed a group, they came up with the idea of, wait a minute, why do we do people's yards when we have this beautiful avenue coming into town that we could do in honor of the fallen heroes in town? So it was an easy presentation to my membership with the Boosters Club, because they like to do work, but they need projects. So.
And you know, obviously it wasn't something you just go out and stick flags in the ground. Obviously there's a little red tape involved.
Oh, yes.
So we got through the red tape.
Well, we made it, first of all, we had to get the okay from the city, so we
You
made
have
a
some
we
kind
made
of
a
a picture
presentation.
here. I can hold it up for a minute.
Yeah. We made a presentation to the city and got their approval, since it is city
Right.
property. And we're all set within the next 3 weeks to have the utilities checked, so we can dig little holes in the ground. So what we're doing is we're putting little plastic tubes in the ground. And so each time we put these flags out, this cap comes off the tube, goes in the tube, and then when it's time to take the flags down, like at the end of the weekend, they come back out, the cap goes back on, and then we store the flags.
Wonderful. So you've done some homework too.
Yes.
Then we had to contact the state highway department to find out how far you have to be back off the road, and they were very nice, and they said they would come out the day we do it to make sure they were all within, and
Wonderful.
we just have to contact them.
So you've gotten through all the red tape, you've gotten through everything, and you know that it's going to be 161 flags honoring all the veterans that are in Little Flanders Field.
Right.
Now the major part, raising the money.
Yes.
So how are we going to raise the money?
Sponsors.
Yes.
Okay.
We have sponsors. We calculated the cost of doing this and the time spent, and we have a $50 per flag sponsorship fee
For a year.
for a year.
Okay.
and the flags will come up and down 5 times a year.
Right.
Memorial Day, Flag Day.
This is a test.
A test? Oh, okay. Memorial Day, Flag Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, and they'll stay up from Labor Day till Patriots Day, which is 9/11.
Right.
And then on Veterans Day, if the weather
Permits.
holds through that time, yes.
Wonderful. So sponsorships are $50.
$50.
And for a whole year. And now, let's say that I want to do a $50 sponsorship. Do I pick someone in Flanders Field, or is that something you do? How does that part all work?
For this particular year, if you have a particular person in mind,
Okay.
you let us know.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will assign you a person who hasn't been reserved yet
Okay.
for doing that. And our contact, you can either get a form that's on either the Alpena Kiwanis website
Okay.
or on Booster's Facebook page.
Okay.
Or on the form is Judy Greer.
Yep, I see that.
And at 989-354-3543, and she's the one who's been bringing all this stuff together.
Okay, so we want to, Memorial Day is coming up quickly, so we need to get this money raised. So we just encourage, youth groups, church groups, any groups out there, sponsor Flag, follow the rules, do the $50. Let's get this project off the ground.
With the flag project, the flag will be there, but there's also going to be a stand. What would you call it?
It's a plaque.
Okay.
It's a plaque with a self-standing plaque,
Okay.
and it'll have the person we're honoring, and it'll have the sponsor's name
Okay.
also on it.
And what war they were serving in when they died.
Okay.
So it would be really neat if there was a business or so that, I'll take
yeah.
10.
Yeah.
And have their name across
Most
there.
definitely. I think some businesses should consider doing that.
And we have been contacted by families of some of the fallen
Oh, sure.
veterans already who want to sponsor their.
So we have $161.50 to raise. So that's a considerable amount of money. Memorial Day is coming up quickly.
Yep.
So don't wait. Find someone in the Boosters Club, Kiwanis Club, or go online and find these out, or stop by Dr. Bracken's office. Of course, don't stop by your office. But perfect. And now we have just a little bit of time left. So Stan, let's go back to the Kiwanis Club. I was a member for many years. I know the wonderful things that you do in the community. And I know that the Kitty Park is out there. I know you're always looking for new members and volunteers. If someone was interested in becoming a member of the Kiwanis Club, what should they do?
If they're interested in joining, and we're certainly interested in doing that, is it'd be on our website.
Okay.
www.alpena.kiwanis1.org.
Okay.
And on there's my name is right there on the bottom.
Okay.
989-255-4856.
They give you a call, and you meet every Monday at noon.
Well, actually, it's kind of new to Kiwanis. We also have our regular meetings at noon at the Ramada Inn, but we have also a club satellite that meets Thursday mornings at 7 o'clock at Gennaires.
Perfect.
So if you can't if noon on Mondays isn't convenient and doesn't work for you, we have an alternate area where you can meet with the group
Great.
there.
And then same with the Alpena Boosters Club, been around for many years, do wonderful things to support the youth in our community. If someone is interested in joining your club, what would they do?
Contact the booster.
Okay.
Call me at my office if they want to. I'm in charge of the membership.
Okay.
We interview, and we are limited to only a certain number of members, though,
Okay.
and for projects. But
Okay. And, both of you, congratulations to you and your clubs for all the wonderful things you do in our community and make it such a wonderful place to live.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
certainly hope so.
And I know that the Flag Project will only add to the betterment of our community.
Right.
Thank you both very much for being here.
thank
Our
you
pleasure.
for having us.
Thank you.
Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster, president of Alpena Community College, and I'm pleased to have as our guest this morning Kimberly Salziger, who's the lead faculty in our medical assistance program. Welcome, Kim.
Morning. I'm always happy to come and talk to somebody about the medical assistant program.
Yes, outstanding. Well, why don't we just give the viewers just an idea of what a medical assistant does and what the program is about?
Okay. A medical assistant, that's the person you're going to find working in your doctor's office, and other than the doctor's job, they do pretty much everything that's in there. We do everything from insurance billing, scheduling appointments, to being the person that takes you back into the doctor's office or the exam room and taking your vital signs, getting your medical records set for the doctor, assisting him in procedures, helping you get set up if you have appointments at the hospital. We call you and let you know what happens with your lab work, and like I said, pretty much everything in that office other than the doctor's job we're trained to do, front and back.
So when we go to the doctor and we see people working behind the scenes, they may be medical assistant people.
Probably most of them are medical assistants. You still have nurses in there, and you'll have some people that are medical information specialists that work just up front. But probably most of the people you see will be medical assistants.
And this is a 2-year associate's degree at Alpena Community College?
That's correct. Some people choose to take 3 years to do it because we have a lot of classes. I mean, when we put our students out, we want them to be highly trained and be able to help the doctor and the patient.
You bet. So what sort of classes would a person take?
Well, we start you out with medical terminology. That's the language of the medical field. So once they get that down, we work on coding. Every diagnosis and every procedure has a number that goes with it, and that's what the insurance company wants. So you have to learn to find those in a manual, and then you use those on the insurance claim form. So we have 2 classes in the coding. We have 1 in how to fill out the insurance claim forms. The students take computer classes. We have an anatomy and physiology course that they have to take, and then we have courses in medical office procedures. We have another one that's the software for the front and back office in medical law and ethics. And when they finish that part, they should know how to do all the stuff in the front office. So we put them out for a practicum. They have to do 60 hours in the doctor's office.
Okay, good.
And they have the people there mentoring them. So they should know all their stuff, but they're just helping them apply it right there in the office and getting used to working with customers and not just other students.
Wonderful.
And then we bring them back, and then we take them back into that clinical portion. And that's where they learn to draw blood, do EKGs, do all the CLIA wave tests. So like if someone needed a pregnancy test or a test for mono, strep throat, flu, any of those tests that they can do in the doctor's office. They learn how to check blood sugar, do all kinds of stuff with urinalysis, and
wow.
Yeah, they learn all the positioning that the doctor might need for exams and what kind of equipment. Minor office surgery, we set up the sterile fields and assist the doctor.
So there's an electronic medical record keeping part of it, it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's the insurance piece, the coding.
That's in the first year. That's where they're learning the software that's used in the office. So.
And it ranges, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say they'll use that both front and back office, that once they get in there. So the electronic record that you're talking about for the patient is definitely part of that.
And then the task, or a medical assistant, their responsibilities range to drawing blood and doing things on patients.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our students always start out so nervous with that. You can see the needle shaking, but we have phlebotomy training aids so that they could practice using the needle before they come at a person. But then they practice on each other, and the minute they get blood that first time, I mean, they're hooping and hollering and dancing around, and then after that the shakes go away and they're ready to go.
So the first time is, wow, yeah, I could see that. If you've never done it before and you do it for the first time and you know you're going to have to do it, that's a big deal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you never want to hurt the patient, so, they have to be very careful in learning the technique, making sure they don't blow out any veins.
And so this week we have a pinning ceremony coming up?
We do. These students have been working, like I said, 2 to 3 years very, very diligently with some tough work, and they not only did that front office practicum, but after they did the training we just talked about with the blood drawing and that, we put them back out in the doctor's office again, and they do 180 hours there, and it's just the back office. So again, they get to go through giving all the different shots and immunizations that people would need, including giving shots to babies, and that's a tough one. But they go through all of that, and then when they're done, we celebrate that accomplishment by having a pinning breakfast where they get to invite their family members that were there to support them and help them make it through the program, and they get their pin.
I've had the the honor, I guess I would say, and certainly the pleasure of seeing 2 or 3 of those now, and it's moving how the graduates feel and how proud their family and their significant others often are. That's got to be moving for you as well.
Oh, it definitely is. There's normally huge grins right up to the point where when one of the students starts addressing the group about how they felt about the program and what they've accomplished and what their family did, and then all of a sudden everybody's crying and it's like, oh, I forgot the Kleenex again. I always forget this part. But yeah, smiles come back very quickly, and the wonderful thing is our students normally have jobs by the time they're pinned, and the few that don't, you know, they get them very quickly after that. Medical assistants are in high demand.
Yeah, that's great, and you know, it makes me circle back to something you said. Who are some of the offices and the medical places that have our students there to help them do their clinicals and the kind of internships you're describing?
Alcona Health Center. They're a very widespread set of clinics, and they take a large number of our students, and we're very happy to be associated with them. But the Thunder Bay Clinic, some of the, even the eye doctors in that here in town take our students when it's just the front office. Dr. Gonzalez has taken them, Dr. Dargis. Most of the offices in town have been really great. Even, you know, Dr. Bohm recently took a student through there.
So as the program succeeds and the students succeed, we owe a thanks to those folks that give them the training that allow them to get to the pinning day.
Absolutely. And I think an interesting component to it is that we have an advisory committee. And so every year we get together and we invite the doctors, the office managers, you know, MAs, whoever have been involved with our students to come and tell us how we're doing with our training and what they see coming in the future for the medical assistant field and what we should be adding as our training. So I think we have a wonderful synergy.
Outstanding. Well, thank you. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for what you do for our ACC students. And thank you, folks, for watching Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.